So you might know Clairol for their iconic permanent hair colour, Nice and Easy. But did you know they make lots of other hair colour products? They even make a gloss, and I am going to tell you all about them. Hello and welcome to the world of Craig. Yes, that's me, I'm Craig, and this is my channel where we get into all things hair and sometimes a little bit of beauty. Clairol, goodness me. So I have been working with Clairol for the last 6 months. I have partnered with them to bring you content education on Colour Strong, their brand new launch. More of that later on. But I'm here now to tell you that I've joined with them for another year as ambassador for Clairol UK. Amazing. I honestly, just absolutely amazing. They're wonderful to work with. I love the products. You may not know this, but Clairol is made by Wella, and I use a lot of Wella products. Wella is the producer of the world's most popular pro hair color, and that's who make Clairol. I'm pointing to the boxes that are over there that I'm going to be talking to you about. I've tested all of these formulas that I'm going to be talking about today. They are absolutely incredible. Very similar, some of them, to things that I use as a pro, and I just love the results. It's worth mentioning here at this point as well that Clairol have a brand new campaign coming. I can't tell you very much because it's top secret, but you might be seeing some of it by the time that this goes out. And the new slogan for that is "Natural isn't born, it's chosen." And that's all about championing everybody that wants to have the hair colour they want to have and empowering people to feel really great about their hair and their hair colour. And that's exactly what I am all about here on my channel. So I'm so excited, and I'm really excited to be having a deeper dive into some of the products from the line. Just to mention very briefly before we get into them that some of these products might not be available in countries that you're in if you're watching this, because YouTube is global. I'm global, that's mad. Anyway, they might not be available, but you'll be able to find perhaps variations of them or looking online, etc, etc. And I'll obviously link Clairol's website down in the description so you can go and check that out. Right, let's get into the good stuff. Very briefly, very briefly, if you enjoy this video and find it helpful, you know exactly what to do. Whilst I can't give you very specific recommendations, I can't say use this or use that or give you a formula because I can't see you. You can always ask me all your questions in the comments down below. And if there's anything else in this video that you'd like more information about, please feel free to ask. I just need to make it very clear at this point that you must patch test yourself. Follow the instructions that come in the box. The boxes come with everything that you would need. One of them even comes with a tiny little bowl. So cute. You must patch test yourself because allergic reaction to anything is very serious, and allergic reaction to hair color can be a real issue. So always patch test, follow the instructions. Now we've done the serious bit, let's get into the iconic Nice and Easy. Oh yes, I said Nice and Easy, didn't I? Now, Nice and Easy has been around since 1965. Of course, the formula has been updated many times, and this is the latest formula, and this is 5PB, which is a mocha brown on a level 5. I'm going to insert swatches as we go along of everything that I've tested. Yes, very gorgeous. You'll see 2 swatches on screen at the moment. One of them is done on a white swatch to show me the pure tonal value of this. And then the other one is done on a swatch that's around a level 6, a starting point of around a level 6. So that shows you both results. Gorgeous. Very wearable, a very commercial colour in my opinion. There are 57 shades of Nice and Easy available here in the UK. It may differ wherever you are in the rest of the world. You can probably find a lot of them online. Some of them might be out of stock. That's not my problem. I don't make the rules. But this is the most beautiful shade. And this updated formula has multi-dimensional shine and reflectiveness. It uses a formula that's very clever, that has different pigments in it to give you that high shine. As I've already said, there's everything in the box that you would need. Always read the instructions and always wear the gloves. This particular SKU of Nice and Easy has a pre-colour detox serum which helps to get the hair ready for the colour. I mean, you know, Clairol, they're thinking of everything. And then the conditioner that comes in it, I know everybody loves these conditioners, that's because the formulas are brilliant and a lot of them contain amidamethicone. This has strengthening properties in it as well. So using that after the colour is going to give you an even better results. I have to be honest, I tested this. I've tested it a few times on different swatches, as you've already seen, but I've also tested it on wefts. It's a great formula. It's a really, really great formula. Of course, canvas is always going to be important, your starting point, which is why I can't help you individually because there's so much to it, but it is a brilliant, brilliant formula. So well, I had to start off at the top, didn't I, with nice, and just in case I probably will insert the pack, a shot of the pack on the screen as well, but this was 5PB, which we're calling medium pure brown, but it has a mocha tone. Dreamy. A lot of information in a short space of time, so I completely forgot to tell you that, of course, Nice and Easy is a permanent hair colour. That means it will give you a regrowth because it's permanent, so there's a demarcation line. Also worth mentioning that it gives you up to 100% grey coverage. Results on grey will vary because everyone's grey hair is different, and it also has a really clever pure tone technology which helps to make the tone of the colour last for longer. Brilliant. Now, from this to this. This is what I have spent the last 6 months helping Clairol in the UK launch, Colour Strong. What is the difference between the two of these? Well, they're both permanent hair colours. They're both multi-dimensional formulas. They both offer up to 100% grey. This, the Nice and Easy, has a strength adding formula in the conditioner, and it obviously has this particular SKU of Nice and Easy, has the detox sachet that you use before the colour. Colour Strong is the latest formula from Clairol, and this has AHAs in every single step, alpha hydroxy acids, which help to make the hair stronger, rebonding the internal structure of the hair. Now, I do have a couple of videos that are here on my channel that are all about Colour Strong. They're short form content too. So I'm going to short form content too. Say that 5 times fast. So I'm going to link those videos in the description. I think the product's incredible. I've tested it to the max. There's lots of great comments here on my videos where people have used it and got really, really great results. So, you know, because the formula is so new and it has that rebonding quality, maybe if you've never coloured your hair before and you're thinking about doing it yourself at home, this might be something to go for. But go and watch those videos. One is an overview and the other one is the science, of course. And there's those short form videos too. Okie dokie. So now I'm very excited to talk to you about these. Now this is part of the Nice and Easy line, but it's called Tone and Gloss. I didn't even know that this existed until it was sent to me. Well, actually we had a planning meeting and we talked about it, and then it was sent to me, and then I tested them. This is the most incredible product. I have tested both of these on swatches to show you because I tested one and then I thought, now I want to test the other one that was sent to me, and I will insert them here. It's the most incredible product. It's a demi-permanent high shine gloss that will blend an amount of grey, okay? How well it blends grey and what sort of result you get will differ from person to person. The fact that it's demi-permanent means that it has longevity. It also means, let's just say at this point, that it may give you a demarcation line, okay? But it's ammonia-free. It has a very gentle action that's gentle on the hair and the scalp. It reminds me very much of Colour Touch, which I use a lot in the salon, a lot. I use it a lot for grey blending. It's a brilliant formula, obviously made by Wella. Clairol is made by Wella. You see, yeah, the correlation there. This is just the most incredible product. This 811, I'll insert another swatch so that we can see it on its own. This 811, if you have a colour, if your hair is already coloured and it's fading to be what you might describe as being brassy, the 811 would be great to counteract that warmth. There's a sort of mid-colour toner, or if you're doing the roots with another Clairol product, perhaps Nice and Easy, and you want to refresh the mid-lengths and ends, that would be amazing. Obviously, when you cool the hair down, it looks darker because dark colours absorb the light, warm colours reflect the light. But Tone and Gloss, honestly, it's just such a lovely product. I want to test more of them. I want to use them on live human beings, on live models. Just such a beautiful product. And if you've not coloured your hair before, or you hear all of the buzz about like glosses and glazes and toning, then this would be a really great product to start off with. Something else that's very popular from Clairol is their Root Touch Up. Now I've got two variants here. I've got a level 4 here, and then I've got a blonde, an extra lift blonde. Now, I didn't swatch these because they are Root touch-up products. They do contain a very, very clever formula technology called Colour Blend. This one, they call it Blonde Blend, but it is effectively the same technology, meaning that they're designed to be used on the root, on a fresh root that has no colour on it already. The formula takes in 10 minutes, very speedy to apply. You could use them just to touch up, you know, just in between salon visits, just literally your hairline and parting if you wanted to. Hair pro gods don't strike me with lightning, but it's a really clever formula. Now, just to show you what's inside all of the box, can we just take, it's a pixie dish. Just to mention as well that if you've never used this before and you are thinking of using it, you must patch test yourself before. All the instructions are inside to tell you how to do that. And please always wear gloves when you use any sort of hair colour. Nobody needs to stain their hands. Ergonomic brush, very clever. I think that's really clever, very helpful, helps you to get it on fast. Then of course you've got the developer, and you've got, which is all pixie size, you've got the developer and the colour itself. But it's that colour blend technology in this that's really good at blending in that demarcation line. And you can use this regardless of what other products you've used before, as long as you patch test it if it's the first time that you're going to use it. So Root Touch Up, no wonder it's popular, because it's very clever, and of course it's got the Clairol formula. And of course, just to add, that the Root Touch Up does give you up to 100% grey coverage. So if that is an issue for you and you want speedy colour in 10 minutes that helps to blur the lines and blend the demarcation line between the existing colour, then that would be great. And these are temporary grey colour. Yes, the Root Touch Up Colour Plus Volume from Clairol is exactly that. Now, I have for years in my kit, my session kit, and a lot of my clients use that particular one from a different brand. Of course, I will be telling them about these. I have had these in my kit for a long time because they're very handy for the TV work and film work that I do, which you don't really see much of because I have to keep it all very stum, a lot of it. But if I'm working with an actor or with a singer and they have a bit of regrowth, or if I'm working on, often I've used the lighter ones of these from a different brand, on wigs, if I want to give the wigs some dimension and some volume. There was one particular job I can think of that I used a lot of Root Touch Up spray on a lot of wigs, but I can't tell you what it was. So I have, what have I got here? I've got dark brown, I have light brown, and then I've got this, what are we here? Dark to medium blonde. I read that without my spectacles on. So these are temporary root colour, okay, or hair colour, because you could even do low lights with the dark blonde one if you're blonde already, or you could get like a light brown and do some root shadowing if you wanted to test it out. But they also, this particular formula also gives you volume, okay, which is really great because a lot of people experience some hair thinning around the hairline, and if the hair is also greying, then you've got two in one. Two birds, one stone. Clairol Root Touch Up. I will insert a tiny bit of a video clip here of me spraying it onto a swatch perhaps, or maybe a piece of paper. These use metal oxides, not metal salts. This myth that's all about box dye containing metal salts, which is not true. It's not true. I've got many videos that talk about that. But they use metal oxides in order to deposit. That's actually what you're seeing on the hair with some pigment. And they're temporary, so they shampoo out. I find that the longevity is really good with these sorts of products, as long as you don't jump in a swimming pool or do a 15k run or do 3 Zumba classes back to back. Of course, if you get really hot and sweaty, then they may run a little bit, but as far as touching up a root, you know, often my clients say that their roots really get them down, and a lot of people are trying to save money. And if this gets you an extra couple of weeks, and a lot of my clients do use this type of product, if it gets you a couple of weeks out of your colour and saves you some pennies and makes you look and feel great, then that's a good thing. Something else that I didn't know that Clairol made until they sent me the boxes, the swatches are already on screen. Oh yeah, yeah. Blonde It Up Crystal Glow Toners. Oh my goodness. Why did I not know that these existed? These are like the tone and gloss that I shared with you earlier on. I love a demi-permanent product, I just do. I use a lot of demi-permanent colour. I do a lot of grey coverage because a lot of my clients are my age and some of them are older too. This is the most incredible formula. It really is. If you are looking for a toner, even if you're a hair pro at a pinch and you can't find, you know, you haven't been able to get to a wholesaler, for goodness sake, check these out. 6 shades of demi-permanent toner that takes in 10 minutes. It can be left on the hair for longer, for a bit more deposit, up to 20 minutes. No lift, ammonia free, did I just say that? And 6 shades. I'll pop the shade selection on screen as well so you can have a look. It's just the most amazing product. It also comes, honestly, the swatches, I'm looking at them now, they're over on the table, they're waving at me. It also comes with a really gorgeous, and yes, I did apply one of the sachets to my swatches because I wanted the full experience. It comes with the Blonde It Up Toner Crystal Finish Treatment, which is a really nourishing, shine-producing treatment too. So you've got everything you need in the box. Again, it's hair colour, so if you've never used it before, you need to patch test yourself. And it's got, you know, it's really cool in that it's got an idea of, shows you an idea of what's, you know, what's going to happen. I think they're of what result you're going to get. Talk like a hairdresser, Craig. Just amazing. Smells divine, really easy to apply, can be applied to wet or dry hair. I applied it to my swatches, they were dry because I wanted to see the max deposit. There's a top tip, if you want the most deposit, you know, if you want to see off the most yellow with the pearl one, then apply it to dry hair and then leave it slightly. I would keep eyeballing it, don't leave it on for half an hour because you're only supposed to leave it on for 20 minutes max, but keep watching it after 10 and then see when it's, you know, as cool or as pearl as you want it to be. Honestly, amazing. And that brings us full circle to where I started the video with natural isn't born, it's chosen. So much to choose from Clairol to give everybody, the hair that they've always wanted, or to maintain their gorgeous natural colour. You know, there's something in there for everyone. And with over 90 years of hair colour formula experience, Clairol really know what they're doing. And again, you know, made in the same labs as the world's #1 pro colour. I mean, come on. I have I have to mention as well, it is worth mentioning at this point that the canvas, your starting point, we call it a canvas as hairdresser, the starting point always makes a difference as to what result you're going to get. And again, if you do have any comments or questions, or if you would like to see me do a video, a deeper dive on one of the things that I've featured in the video here today, then of course let me know in the comments. I can't give you very specific, go and buy this, put this on, do that. I can't, I'm afraid, because I can't see you and there's so much to it. I will get lots of people asking me, but that just is what it is. I'll help you as much as I possibly can because that's what I am all about. Everyone having the best hair they can, regardless of how much money they have to spend. I do have an entire box dye. I've called it that, it's not what I call it home color, box dye playlist here on my channel. I will link that in description as well. And if you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, you know exactly what to do. You liking this or sharing it with a friend helps to get my content out there. And at the end of the day, this content is for everybody. And I love my community over here on YouTube. A huge thank you if you've got to the end of the video. Thank you. You all take lots of care and I'll see you all in the next one.